I just want to be great. Why me? What's wrong with me? Does anybody else feel like this? It hurts. Brandy, I'm tripping. No, I'm gonna be able to wait 15 years. I'm overreacting. I'm doing too. No. Why doesn't he understand me? He said he loves me. This is crazy. Am I crazy? What if I wasn't here anymore? What about my God, I can't hear you. Where are you? What about my kids?
Listen to me. Why don't you understand?
I'm tired of smiling.
Leave me alone.
I just want to go to sleep. Brandy K is a mom. She's a creative, an entrepreneur, a student. I'm a lot of different people in one. So for me, the Brandy K brand is about figuring out who you are through experience and figuring out what you want to be and how you want to be that person. So I was online shopping, and one of the young ladies that I follow, her name is Elle Morgan. She has a boutique, and I seen these hats that she has, and she had a bunch of colors, and I was just like, I love all these hats. These hats are fly. I want one. So I ordered one, and then I was just kind of like, okay, let me get some more colors. But I don't know, something when the hats came to me, it was like each hat stood out to me as a personality. And as a, I kind of, as I was taking the hats out of the boxes, literally, I was like, okay, this is so, like, even figuratively speaking, this is so, it represents my life. Like, it represents my creativity and just how I've created and been, as long as I can remember. I wear a lot of different hats. I'm a mom. I'm a business owner. I've been a civil servant. I've been a veteran. I am a veteran. Just a bunch of different things and titles, and different hat, same brain was kind of the answer to the box that I felt like I was in. For a long time, you remember the saying or the line, like, stay in your lane, and everybody kind of just being like, pick a lane and stay there. And I always hated that. Like, I always felt really constricted by that. And there was always a space like, I'm all about exposure. I'm all about exposing myself to different things and trying different things and seeing what works, even if it doesn't make sense. So different hat, same brain is like, hey, I'm taking all of these different experiences that I've had, good, bad, ugly, professional, non-professional, and I'm giving my experiences, I'm putting it into my creativity, I'm putting it into my work, and I'm letting people, borrow my brain when it comes to creating concepts and creating campaigns and things like that. And I want to create a safe space for creatives to, go against the grain and be different and do whatever your heart desires to do. Because that's kind of the space. That's what the Brandy K brand is all about. It's just kind of doing whatever the fuck you want. A marketing creative is someone who is creative, of course, but is able to take their creativity and entice and pander and seduce an audience and make them do something, make them buy something, make them feel something. I wanted to approach marketing in a way that is not boxed in at all. Being a black girl, like, I feel like we have certain labels put on us, certain constrictions put on us. So in marketing, you know, I may want to dress like a superhero. I may want to, you know, do the thing that is not expected of me. And I don't want to be called weird or quirky or any of that. I want to be able to just do what comes to mind and create, as long as it has a purpose. I've realized in my journey of entrepreneurship, I'm going into my 10th year of entrepreneurship, and that thing has been rocky. And I've realized that in the past, I have sacrificed self-care. I have sacrificed balance, thinking that I could outwork my body, outwork my mind, outwork some of my responsibilities. And it took me to a really dark place. It took me to a place that was not healthy for me or my family. So this go around with business and with this, you know, with releasing this brand, I wanted to make sure that I'm an advocate for creatives to take care of their mental health, to take care of their physical self, their health, so that you can be in the best space to create. Because now with the Brandy K being the light at the end of the tunnel for me, I'm creating in a way that is completely different. You know, it's just coming from a different space. And I feel like I want that for every creative. Like, I want every creative to be free and confident enough to create whatever. Because if we're going to change the world, if we're going to create something that doesn't exist, we've got to be confident enough to say, fuck status quo. But the bills have to be paid and things still have to be done. I still have 4 children. I have a husband. I have a business. I have employees. Everybody's got to be taken care of. But I have to take care of myself. And a lot of the times, the reason why our mindsets aren't where we need to be is because we're not taking care of our minds the way we take care of our bodies and our cars and our houses and our children and all these things. Yes. So in entrepreneurship, I think the number one thing that I'm learning in my journey, and I'm 31 years old, is that my mind is more valuable than anything else. Because if I don't take care of my mind, I can't be creative. I can't give. I can't do anything. I believe that therapy is necessary. You know, for my personal self, I believe it was necessary. But I believe that it's necessary for creatives because we are so self-conscious. No matter how we present, we are self-conscious because we are always presenting our deepest thoughts and our deepest creations to the world, and we have to be able to take whatever the world puts out. So that makes us a little sensitive. And I'm very sensitive about my work. I'm very sensitive about every website, every campaign, every personal thing that I do. I'm very sensitive about it. So therapy taught me how to deal with that and how to not be overwhelmed and not take criticism so personally, and then just to be nicer to myself. And that's one thing about self-care that I'm like, I love, because it's not just about buy the Louis bag or take the trip. It's just about like how you talk to yourself every day and how you talk about your business and just, you know, what are you manifesting in your life? You say you want to be a millionaire. You say you want your business to be successful, but are you like walking in that? Are you talking in that? Are you really displaying that and, you know, really believing it? Or are you just saying it because that's what everybody is saying right now? So yeah, therapy, do it. God chose me to do everything that I'm doing. So I say that to say to you guys, stop looking for approval from people around you, people that don't have any idea on how big the vision that you were given is. Stop looking for people to approve what you're going after, what you're trying to do. Stop looking for validation for people to validate what it is that you're receiving or that you're doing. I woke up a few days ago and I said, you know what? God promoted me. Because I feel just like when I get a promotion, I'm new and I don't know exactly what to do. I have to listen. I have to learn. I have to shut up. I have to just, you know, operate in a space of hunger, operate in a space of just newness, you know what I'm saying? The moment you start carrying yourself the way you want to be received, the moment you start thinking of yourself as the way that you want to be, not as the way you are, it will manifest in everything and everything you do. I'm in a whole new realm right now, and I know some people might be thinking I'm anti or whatever, but you know what? If you don't want to be just anybody, you got to watch your back, and you can't carry yourself like just anybody. Stay prayed up, stay confident, stay motivated, and, you know, operate in your space, in your headspace. Get in the right space so that you can operate the way you need to operate. Not the way that nobody else operates, not the way anybody says you need to operate, but the way that you need to operate to get you where you need to be. So if you see me moving different, it's because I got some different shit going on. And I really, really want you all to find that space that promotes you, that gets you promoted, that gets your real promotion. Because I'm telling you, I can't wait to tell everything, but I'm telling you, when you get that mindset promoted, ain't nobody gonna be able to touch you. This go around, the Brandy K is definitely more focused on who her ideal client is. My ideal client is somebody who is a creative, who wants to create something that doesn't exist. Like, let's turn off social media, let's turn off the TV, let's turn off the music, and like, let's deep dive into your brain, into what you have, and let's figure out how we can bring it to life. Through my like processes and everything that I've been through, I'm learning that like we all have great ideas inside of us. And it's up to you to be brave enough to get them out and not really care about what it looks like. Or even if it flops, just getting it out is a start. Like, it is a start. So this time what I'm doing differently is I'm sticking to that. If you don't fit my demographic, if you don't fit, you know, my target market, then I have to be okay with that. And I have to be ready to work with people and on projects that inspire me. I want to work on projects that I wake up at 3:00 in the morning and I just cannot even contain myself. I want to work with clients who are calling me in the middle of the night, like, yo, I came up with this idea. And I have people around me that are like that are amazing creatives that, you know, they're excited about what they do. I'm excited about what I do. This is not about money. For me, it's not about money. You know, we gonna get money. We're gonna eat, but I want to change the world. I want to be here when I'm gone. And that's just like, that's where I'm at with it.
What's the difference between Brandy K and all these other marketers in Columbus?
Woo! I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to play big. Like, I'm at a place where it's like, hey, I'm not playing dream anymore. I'm not even dreaming. I'm woke. I'm awake. And I no longer want to do what they're doing over there. I no longer want to I don't want to make it look like somebody else is. I don't want any of that. I want to go to sleep. I want to dream about it. I want to wake up. I want to write it, and then I want to make it happen. So now what makes me different, to me, is just confidence. It's just being myself. It's being transparent. It's letting everybody know that it's not easy as it looks. You know, it doesn't come easy. It hasn't come easy, but it's worth it. Really, I feel like it's not even really about me. Like, I really feel like it's about the people that watch me and have supported me and have inspired me. People will not believe, and I mean, I'm not a superstar yet. It's coming. But I get so many uplifting messages and DMs, and just the support is crazy, you know, and I always am like, because people support me so much, I feel like I owe it to people to give them what's real, because we got enough people out here faking it. And then, you know, with Instagram and social media, it's so many images out there that make you feel bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? They make you feel bad. And I never want to be that person for somebody. And I recognize that in the past I may have been, because I was so driven that I wanted things to look a certain way, to feel a certain way. I didn't want anybody to know that I was struggling. You know, so I'm like, I'll walk out and I'll smile and I'll make it happen. I'll go speak, I'll do whatever, and not really tell the truth. But I feel like now, after everything I've been through, I feel like I owe it to everybody who supported me to let them know, like, this shit is hard. Like, being successful, period. Whatever your successful is to you, whether you are a stay-at-home mom, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you're in the military, whether you are an educator, like, being successful is hard, period. And no matter how easy people may make it look, no matter how easy I've made it look, shit is hard. Shit is rough. And I just want my new brand to embody that and let people know that, like, it's good, but it ain't all good. I hope that my new clients reach the same level of success I have or surpass it. I want to create success stories. I want to create long-lasting relationships. Relationships can be the key to success in your business. Knowing how to reciprocate, knowing how to communicate, knowing how to serve others even when it doesn't serve you sometimes can make the world of difference in your business. Understand that birds of a feather flock together. Those who support others usually have no problem getting support when it comes to their business. Those who celebrate others' wins usually have no problem having other people celebrate their wins. Stop worrying about what you're not getting and evaluate what you're giving. In the last 9 years, I've been able to create some really amazing relationships and be able to call on some really great people and great creatives. And I don't want to become a millionaire or become successful in my space and I haven't brought anybody with me. I want people to understand that if you invest in your brand, if you invest in yourself, and then you invest in people to work with you who have your best interest when it comes to your business and when it comes to your personal, because I don't even want to overwork people. I don't even want to see people try to grind and, you know, sleep later or sleep when they dead or whatever. I want to create magic. Like, I want to create magic. I want to work with people who are serious about doing something different and just being purposeful about whatever they put out into the world. I just got a quick message that I want to share that I don't know, was on my mind this morning. So as usual, jump on the live and give it to you because it's for somebody and for myself as well. But the message is quite simple. We're in an age of social media. We're in an age of a highlight reel. What you see on social media, whether it be an entrepreneur, whether it be anybody doing anything great, anybody moving in their excellence, working towards building their empire, what you're seeing is a highlight reel. So what you have to do is be able to look at that and be inspired, be motivated, but stop putting people on pedestals in your mind, thinking that that's what you need to live up to, or that's what you need to do. Because I'm telling you, that is the quickest way to set yourself back and keep yourself from making and taking the opportunities and getting the experience you need in your journey to do what it is your purpose is and to be great. You cannot use another person as your blueprint. Blueprints, before they are taken to the ground floor and the foundation is set, a blueprint is drafted from scratch. Your blueprint has to be drafted from scratch if you're trying to build a building, build a foundation that doesn't look like any other building out there. If not, we just copy the blueprint and we rebuild the building that looks just like the one next to it. But if you're trying to build something completely different, why are you looking at the person next to you as a blueprint when that's not even what your purpose is? That's not even what you're trying to do. Stop looking at people, oh, she doing this and I want to do that. Because 9 times out of 10, the only thing separating you from that person is the fact that they're out there doing what you're afraid to do, which is try, which is to get that experience. Because that's all it is. You have to make mistakes in order to learn. So your highlight reel may not look like their highlight reel. You may not be able to travel right now. You may not be able to fund your business right now. You may not be able to do a lot of things that you see other people doing, but that does not mean that you are not moving. That does not mean that you are not working towards your excellence and your greatness. And understand, you have to pay your dues. So while you're looking at the other person and putting them on a pedestal in your mind, you're holding yourself back from your excellence, from your greatness, because your mind is consumed with somebody else versus being consumed with your vision and your passion and what you need to be doing. There was a time that like I was ready to stop dreaming. Like there was a time that I thought like, you know what? Entrepreneurship is not for me. The spotlight is not for me. You know, the internet is not for me. But then I stopped and I missed it, and I realized how much creating is a part of me, and how much that like I have to be creating something. When I'm on my deathbed, I want to be able to look back and say that I did every single thing that I dreamed about doing. And I'm so serious about that, to the point where now it's like, if I have an idea, I write it down and I figure out how can I get this idea out of my head. And I cry every single time that I see an idea come from my head onto my photographer's camera, my kids, like whatever it is. When I see that thing manifest, it's just so emotional to me. And so it's so monumental. Like it's just so huge to me to know that like we literally have the power to think up and create anything. And I feel like I owe it to myself to discover every layer and every part of me that there is. And I feel like I don't want to leave any stone unturned when it comes to who I am and what I could be.
They're trying to kill me. I'm so good with the matching tan.
My support system is amazing. I have some really, really good entrepreneur friends. I have some really, really great regular friends that are not entrepreneurs that support me personally as a mother. And then I have people that I consider mentors. I have to shout out Natasha Hall, Miss My Network in Apparel. Ask me what I do. She's the fire under my butt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she literally, she sparks that fire in me. Something of like her energy when I get around her is just electrifying. And I feel like all entrepreneurs and creatives need that. Like somebody who is gonna boost you up when you feel down. And actually it's crazy because when I quit, because I literally quit, when I decided like I'm not gonna do this anymore, she hit me up every single day. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you coming back? Are you coming back? And I'm like, no, like this girl is annoying. Like she was making me mad, but you know, I owe her the world for that, because her coming to see about me and her coming to make sure that I was good and her reminding me like you have work to do was probably like one of the saving graces for my business and for my journey in entrepreneurship. I have 3 best friends that, you know, are the best friends that a girl could have. I call them my group chat because we all live in different states, but I talk to these girls every single day. And whether it's business, whether it's being a mom, whether it's a veteran, whether it's mental health, no matter what it is, weight loss, whatever it is, they got my back and they're gonna tell me the truth. They're gonna tell me when I'm right. They're gonna tell me when I'm wrong. And I think as an entrepreneur, it's very important that you have people that keep you grounded, and they keep me grounded no matter what they do. And then I have my parents, you know, and I was lucky to grow up, blessed to grow up in a 2-parent home with 2 parents who have shown me a lot of support along the way. And I'm forever grateful for that, because that could have went a lot of different ways. So I'm very grateful for my parents. And then I got my 4 babies. And they're my why. They're the reason that I work hard. They're the reason that, you know, when I want to give up, they're the reason that I change my mind. You know, when I'm like at my absolute worst, they're the reasons that I like pull through. And I got a little boo thing too.
Speaking of boo thing.
not a game, it's a rich thing.
So I agree with B. Simone. I believe dating another entrepreneur it's what I need. I have been with my boyfriend for a year now, and he is an entrepreneur, and I know now it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? It's necessary to have somebody who is, if you're gonna have somebody that you're laying in the bed with every day, it should be somebody who is never gonna kill your dreams, who is never gonna make you feel bad for wanting to chase or wanting to dream and wanting to go get whatever is out there for you. So I am absolutely grateful for this man and what he has been able to do for me, because that was a space that, I've never experienced that type of support from the opposite sex. So when my kids watch this, I never thought about when my kids watch this. I didn't think about that, but I want them to know that mommy's human. Like, I want them to know that, because, it's like you look at your mom and she's like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? And Black women already have that curse upon us. And I believe that is a curse, that superwoman curse, that we're so super strong and we're supposed to be super strong. But I want them to know that I fought a lot of battles, and I'm not too proud or prideful to say that, mommy wasn't strong today, or mommy almost quit. And hopefully they see this and see everything that I've done and accomplished, and they're able to say, you know what, mommy did that, mommy went through that, and she made it, so I can too. So I just, as far as my kids are concerned, I just want to inspire them and motivate them and be an example. Like, I want to be an example in every area, because I haven't made all the right decisions. I haven't done everything right, and I don't ever want to present to them as if I have, or if I'm the know-all, be all, so that they know that mistakes are gonna happen. You're gonna fuck up something, and I'll be here because I have to. What do I want people to take from this, or take from the new me? First thing first, if you knew me a year ago, you don't know me anymore. If you haven't talked to me in a year, you do not know me anymore. So you have to re-meet me, relearn me, and re-figure out if you want to know me again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to decide whether this Brandy K is, the person you want to deal with, because I think one of my many flaws has been people pleasing and trying to make people happy, because I love seeing people happy and wanting to help so many people. But I've been taken advantage of a lot. I've been burned a lot. And I ain't with the shits no more. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to see other people win, and, really make people stick to what they say they want, if that's what they want. So the old Brandy K was very guarded. She was definitely a people pleaser. But at the same time, I will say she wanted to see people win, but it's kind of like, just because you want to see people eat don't mean you got to fix their plate type of thing. And as a creative, I have met so many entrepreneurs and creatives that have inspired me. And when I see stuff, I want to work. I'm like, oh, this would be so cool if we did this or did that. But she was just really selfless. She had all the tools. She had everything she needed to do it. She had all the tools, but it just wasn't all there. So now, the Brandy K sitting in front of you is focused, is healthy, is in a space where creating is life. And I've realized that about myself. It took me a long time, because I was always that person that people were like, oh, you're doing too much, you got too much on your plate. But I've come to the realization, and going to therapy and really figuring out what my issues are, that I have to create. If I don't create, then I'm unhappy. I'm not happy. If I'm doing things because my parents said, or my spouse said, or, because my kid, I have to do what makes me happy. And the person that I am, the person that you are, deserves happiness no matter what hat you wear.